Gary Bettman has announced that for one season only, every team in the NHL can only use players that were drafted by them. What team can win the cup with only players drafted by them that are still active in NHL 18? Only one way to find out. Let's start with having a look at what the teams look like. I am using the December 21 rosters, as they were the most recent rosters when I recorded this. The Ducks went from 87 offense, 91 defense and 90 goaltending to 90 offense, 93 defense and 91 goaltending. They have Palmieri with Getzlaf and Perry, Ritchie with Raquel and Ryan, Beleski with Carlson and Smith-Pelly, Etem with Mortensen and Cullen. On defense they have Lindholm with Gardiner, Fowler with Manson and Schultz with Vatanen. In goal they have Anderson and Gibson. The Coyotes went from 87, 92, 86 to 90, 89 and 85. They have Keller with Turris and Wheeler, Domi with Dvorak and Bödke, Winnick with Hansel and Lindberg, and Martinuk with Strome and Perlini. On defense, they have Ekman Larsson with Jandal, Murphy with Stone, and Chychrun with Besina. In goal, they have Darling and Domingue. The Bruins went from 88, 87, 90 to 96, 89, 85. They have Pasternak with Bergeron and Kessel, Marchand with Sagin and Lucic, Sobotka with Thornton and Krejci, Colborn with Spooner and Bjork. On defense they have McAvoy with Hamilton, Hanwick with Carlo, and Mark Stewart with Benning. And in goal they have Hutchinson and Subban. The Sabres went from 1990-88 to 1992-87. They have Vanek with Eichel and Reinhardt, MacArthur with Girgensons and Pominville, Byron with Armia and Stafford, Foligno with Ennis and Cassian. On defense they have Sekera with Ristolainen and Pysyk with Myers, Sadorov with McNabb. And in goal they have Ryan Miller and Linus Ullmark. The Flames went from 89, 93, 87 to an 88, 87, 81. They have Gaudreau with Monahan and Berchi, Kachuk with Backlund and Granlund, and Furland with Bennett and Buma, and Proust with Jankowski and Cracknell. On defense they have Brody with Faneuf, Kulak with Wotherspoon, Ollie with DuPont. And in goal they have McElhaney and Brossois. The Hurricanes went from 89, 91, 86 to 88, 92, 84. They have Skinner with Stahl and Aho, and Ladd with Rask and Lindholm, Digisep with Sutter and Terry, and Brooke McGinn with Ryan and Kuokkanen. Hannifin and Falk on defense with Slavin and Johnson, and Dumoulin with Pesque. In goal they have Ward and I'm not gonna try. The Blackhawks went from 92, 88, 91 to 93, 93 and 91. They have Teravainen with Taves and Kane, Saad with DeBrincat and Hayes, Hartman with Schmaltz and Shaw, and Pirri with Danon and Brower. On defense, they have Keith with Bufflin, Hjalmarsson with Seabrook, Ruta with Johns. And in goal, they have Crawford and Craig Anderson. The Avalanche went from 89, 88, 86 to 90, 88 and 85. They have Landeskog with McKinnon and Rantanen, Duchesne with O'Reilly and Verbata, Jost with Stastny and Stewart, and Brad Malone with Richardson and Blandisi. On defense, they have Barry with Shattenkirk, Will Butcher with Boychuk, and Elliott with Gilbert. And in goal, they have Calvin Pickard and Budai. Blue Jackets went from 89, 92, 94 to 92, 93, 87. They have Atkinson with Johansson and Voracek, and Nash with Brassard and Jenner, Milano with Wemberg and Björkstrand, and Calvert with Dubois and Anderson. On defense, they have Werenski with Savard, Murray with Moore, and Method with McQuaid. In goal, they have Mason and Korpisalo. The Stars went from 90, 86, 90 to 90, 89, 87. They have Ben with Faxa and Neil, Louis Eriksson with Shore and Smith, Jokinen with Sevier and Iginla, Roussel with Ritchie and Chiasson. Defense, they have Niskanen with Klingberg, Lindell with Oleksiak, Nemeth with Jokipakka. And in goal, they have Smith and Backman. The Red Wings went from 90, 89, 88 to 91, 90, 88. They have Mantha with Zetterberg and Nyqvist, Tatar with Larkin and Hoodler, Abdelkader with Filppula and Jan Kruk, Helm with Athanasiou and Furk. On defense, they have Daly with Kronwall, Quincy with Smith, and Ole with Eriksson. And in goal, they have Howard and Mrazek. The Oilers went from 91, 92, 88 to 95, 89, 91. They have Hall with McDavid and Eberle, Cogliano with Draisaitl and Yakupov, Ryder with Nugent Hopkins and Chimera, Brodziak with Garnier and Fredrik Pettersson. On defense, they have Clefboom with Petrie and Nurse with Marinsin, Davidson with Chorney. And in goal, they have Dubnyk and Jussi Markkanen. The Panthers went from 89, 91, 82 to 89, 90, 84. They have Huberdeau with Barkov and Dadonov, Donskoy with Trocheck and Frolik, and they have Brickley with Bugstad and Hyman, and Cruz with Malgin and Nathan Horton. On defense, they have Baumeister with Ekblad, Matheson with Kulikov, Makoshin and Petrovic. And in goal, they have Markström and Bretain. The Kings went from 87, 91, 91 to 91, 92, 90. They have Shen with Kopitar and Simmons, Pearson with Boyle and Toffoli, Camilleri with Shore and Kempe, Lewis with Dowd and Dustin Brown. On defense, they have Martinez with Dowdy, Hickey with Forbore, Gravel with Ladew. And in goal, they have Jonathan Quick with Jonathan Bernier. The Wild went from 89, 91, 91 to 87, 94 and 86. They have Zucker with Granlund and Gaborik, Pulio with Koivu and Tuk, Larsson with Haula and Clutterbuck, Eriksson Ek with Shepard and Kunin. On defense, they have Leddy with Burns, Brodin with Spurgeon, and Scandella with Dumba. And in goal, they have Kemper and Hudobin. The Canadians went from 89, 91, 95 to 87, 93, and 95. They have Pacioretty with Galchenyuk and Gallagher, Lehtonen with Plekanec and Andrighetto, Delariere with Grabowski and White, and Houdon with Laperriere and Macaron. On defense, they have McDonough and Subban, Sergachev with Beaulieu, Hainsey with Emelin. And in goal, they have Price and Halak. The Predators went from 91, 92, 92 to 89, 97 and 92. They have Arvidsson with Sparling and Hörnqvist, Wilson with Sissons and Radulov, Fiala with Smith and Hartnell, and Upshaw with Henriks and VC. On defense, they have Ryan Suter with Weber, Josie with Jones, Ekholm with Ellis. In goal, they have Rinne and Saros. The Devils went from 88, 90, 92 to 87, 91 and 77. They have Parisi with Henrik and Bratt, Hischier with Kerfoot and Gionta, Saka with Sajak and Wood, Boucher with Josefsson and Tedenby. On defense, they have Larsson with Severson, Martin with Merrill, and Jelena with Engeland. And in goal, they have Blackwood and Wedgwood. The Islanders went from 91, 90, 86 to 92, 89 and 90. They have Oposo with Tavares and Niederreiter, Lee with Nielsen and Nelson, Bailey with Barzal and Como, and Martin with Sisikas and Strome. On defense, they have Chara with Harmonic, Dehaan with McDonald, Mayfield with Pulock. And in goal, they have Luongo and Anders Nilsson. The Rangers went from 91, 92, 93 to 89, 88 and 93. They have Miller with Stepan and Kreider, Bushnekvish and Dubinsky and Duclair, Hagelin with Animismov and Korpikoski, Fast with Moore and Weiss. And on defense, they have Shea with Del Soto, Stahl with Tutin, Genin with McElroy. And in goal, they have, of course, Lundqvist and Montoya. The Senators went from 88, 88, 89 to 92, 90 and 88. They have Hoffman with Zibanejad and Stone, Foligno with Spezza and Silverberg, Eves with Peugeot and Hossa, and White with Smith and Vermette. And on defense they have Weidman with Erik Karlsson, Cowan with Ceci, Borowecki with Gruba. And in goal they have Lene and Brian Elliott. The Flyers went from a 91, 87, 87 to 91, 88 and 79. They have Van Riemsdyk with Giroux and Williams, Couturier with Carter and Maroon, Raffle with Konechny and Sharp, and Lawton with Nolan Patrick and Ty McGinn. On defense they have Gostisbehere with Provorov, Spisa with Seidenberg, and Munning with Sanheim. In goal they have Stolars and Carter Hart. The Penguins went from 92, 91, 92 to 91, 93, 93. They have Gensel with Crosby and Jagr, Stahl with Malkin and Molson, Wilson with Rust and Bennett, and Kapanen with Malone and Cook-Knuckle. On defense they have Musin with Letang, Goligoski with Depre, Mata with Bertuzzo. And in goal they have Matt Murray and Marc-Andre Fleury. The Sharks went from 89, 91, 91 to a 90, 89, 87. They have Marlowe with Couture and Pavelski, LeBlanc with Coyle and Hurtle, Wingles with Bonino and Jamie McGinn, Matt Nieto with Tierney and Mitchell, Vlasic and Demers on defense with Mueller and Brown, Erhoff with Dryan. And in goal they have Greiss and Stalock. The Blues went from 90, 92, 88 to a 91, 93 and 90. They have Schwartz with Backes and Tarasenko, Perron with Eller and Oshie, Fabry with Söderberg and Berglund, and Stempniak with Lehtera and Reeves. And on defense they have Paraiko with Pietrangelo, Cole with Eric Johnson, Edmundsson with Vince Dunn. And in goal they have Bishop and Allen. The Lightning went from 93, 93, 89 to 93, 88 and 89. Palat with Stamkos and Kucherov, Namestnikov with Drouin and Panik, Killorn with Point and Callahan, and Connolly with Paquette and Brown. On defense they have Hedman with Gudas, Barberio with Dotchkin, and Kukuk with D'Angelo. And in goal they have Vasilevsky and Riku Helenius. The Maple Leafs went from 92, 89, 90 to 91, 89 and 90. They have Nylander with Matthews and Marner, Steen with Kadri and Toulouse, Brown with Mitchell and Komarov, Stålberg with Immonen and Hayes. On defense they have Riley with Strålman, Gunnarsson with Chen, and Kolyakovo with Petter Granberg. In goal they have Tukarask and James Reimer. The Canucks went from 88, 88, 86 to 88, 87, 92. They have Grabner with Kessler and Besser, and Daniel with Henrik and Horvat, Raymond with Virtanen and Hansson. And Gans with Amberger and Rödin. On defense they have Hutton with Edler, Stetcher with Bieksa, and Connaughton with Forsling. And in goal they have Schneider and Demko. The Capitals went from 92, 89, 94 to 93, 91, 94. They have Ovechkin with Backström and Forsberg, Johansson with Kuznetsov and Perreault, Tom Wilson with Eakin and Burakovsky, and Gordon with Hybel and Vrana. On defense they have Orlov with Karlsson, Alsner with Green, Oduya with Carrick, and in goal they have Holtby and Neuwirth. The Jets went from 91, 90, 89 to 90, 92, 89. They have Ehlers with Scheifele and Laine, Evander Kane with Little and Connor, Burmitsov with Lowry and Petan, and Mackenzie with Kopp and Slater. And on defense they have Bogosian with Trouba, Coburn with Morrissey, and Enström with Chiaro. In goal they have Hellebuck and Kari Lehtonen. Then comes the problem child, the Golden Knights. They don't have many drafted players in this game, so I decided to give them the best undrafted players in this game. So they went from 89, 85, 90 to 91, 93 and 95. They have Panarin with Johnson and Zuccarello, Conacheri, Bozak and Marchessault, Gord with Iafallo and Joel Ward, Kunitz with Melke Karlsson and David Clarkson. On defense they have Giordano with Tanev, Krug with Zaitsev, De Kaiser with Suster. And in goal they have Bobrovsky and Martin Jones. Now let's start the season and see who can win the Stanley Cup. I'm gonna be playing as the Washington Capitals, as they are pretty stacked and I like their chances, as long as they can get past the second round, that is. So I'm just gonna simulate through to the end of the season and I will see you guys there. So the season is over and we are facing the Bruins in the first round. Let's have a look at the standings and see what teams made the playoff. Oh, we just barely made it over the Rangers there. Pittsburgh won the league and the Eastern Conference. Lightning are out, and not that many surprises after that. The Blues won the Western, Kings out. Yeah. And let's have a look at the player stats, see who performed for us. Ovechkin, 84 points, Backström, Forsberg, first line there, did pretty well. Yeah, let's have a look at the league leaders. Jamie Benn, 89 points. Scheifele, followed by Ovechkin, 41 goals. 42 goals for Malkin. McDavid, James Neal playing well with Ben there. Kucherov, Tarasenko, Bergeron. Sagan, 77 points back in Boston. Hall with McDavid there. now I'm just quickly gonna scroll through all the teams, and you can pause the video when you see a team you're interested in, and yeah. Okay, then that's taken care of now. I'm just quickly gonna simulate to the end of the playoffs, and we can see who won. Stanley Cup champion Columbus Blue Jackets. The mode is now complete. That's a little bit unexpected, I would say. Let's have a look at the playoff tree. See their way to the cup. Oof, my Capitals couldn't even get past Bruins in the first round. Yeah, the Blue Jackets faced the Blues in 7 games in the finals. Yeah, so I guess the Blue Jackets are the best drafting team in the NHL. Let's have a quick look at the player stats for the playoffs. Ovechkin and Carlson with 7 points each. Voracek, Johansson, and Van Bay lighting it up. Atkinson, Jenner. Yeah, I can see how the Blue Jackets did so well. A couple of Boston players there in a row. Pretty interesting. So, I guess that's it for this sim. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, goodbye.